Since I moved, I've been using the setup behind me, and honestly, it has been fulfilling all of my needs until, well, everything happened outside. The pandemic, being stuck inside, being forced to work remote indefinitely, or at least for a unknown extended period of time. And it has also caused me to realize that the setup behind me, which I thought was covering all my needs, really wasn't. I thought that this would be the setup that I can use to do everything. I do no personal projects. I do certain projects for my actual job. All of that I do just fine on the setup behind me, but I'm not forced to use it all day. Now I realize that this is not a setup that's really made to be comfortable and efficient to merge both my life at home and my life at work together. We're going to do this office upgrade. I'm going to jump into a bit of a sped up video for you, and then we're going to come back and I'm going to tell you why I chose the parts I chose and what this new upgraded setup is going to do for me. Let's get into it. let's go over the changes I made. Front and center, you can now see that the monitors are now mounted. Remember back in my Langria video, which you can check out in the cards above, that I told you that mounting the monitors or putting them on a simple monitor stand is a bit of a decision. It really depends on your situation. And well, my situation has changed. I use the Sunon dual monitor arm, which supports large heavy monitors like my Dell S3219D. And this is pretty important because the Acer S230HL, which is what I call my temp utility monitor, is just that. It is temporary and is just a placeholder for when I get a second S3219D. And I know now that this monitor arm that I have can support it. With the monitors now raised, I have some extra space on my Langria monitor stand, which is where I now put my MacBook just front and center right below the monitors, and I still maintain the ability to pull out that MacBook just a little bit and open it up whenever I need to use the webcam. But other than that, it is now hooked up to the two monitors, so I can now have that extra workspace when I'm coding and working, and then be able to quickly switch back over to my personal setup for my YouTube and live streams because of the new keyboard and mouse. You guys already know about the mouse, but the Logitech G613 and the Razer Basilisk HyperSpeed has both Bluetooth and wireless modes. So just like I used to do back in the days of the UGREEN USB switch, remember that video? Check the cards. I can now just switch the input on the monitors and switch the keyboard and mouse over into Bluetooth mode, which now allows me to use them on my MacBook. I swapped over from the Anker 4-port USB hub over to the UGREEN 7-port powered USB hub, and this really helped clean up the cables in my setup, freed up ports on my PC, and of course, it also solved an issue I was having with the Anker 4-port USB hub because it wasn't powered and it shared the same power that was coming from my motherboard. It was very easy to overload the USB hub, causing failures for the devices that I plugged into it. This 7-port USB hub is powered, has its own power, and therefore allows me to power up devices that require a little bit more juice without running into issues. With all that done, I threw in a proper mouse mat. You guys know I've been needing that for a while, and an extra sweet thing of getting a brand new set of cans or a brand new pair of headphones. And I'll be talking about the headphones, the mouse mat, and a few other things that you see in this setup in more detail in later videos. Now, all of this is besides the fact that the office as a whole is not really complete, and the setup itself is definitely not complete as well. I have more cable management and power management that needs to be addressed with my setup. I also want to move my mic arm and literally just get a better one. And also my new chair is not in just yet. However, all those upgrades and all of that is a topic for another day, because this video is done. I hope you guys did enjoy seeing me upgrade my office setup, and I hope you understand the reasons why I needed to do that. And I hope it gives you ideas on what you can do for your setup if you're in a position like me where you really need to think again about how you work at home and how your setup is really set up, how your setup is set up, or how your desk is set up so that it's more comfortable for you to work those long hours and for you to just get things done easily. You guys have a good one. I'll see you in another video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below. Bye.